So, what's new? I look like a mess. Over on TikTok, someone said they wanted a makeup tutorial of all the products that I use, so I figured why not film a little in-depth makeup tutorial of my natural glam that I posted a few days ago. I'll insert a picture here. Yeah, I have acne because I'm stressed. Welcome to my life. I did just get a shower, so I look crazy. But let's begin the makeup tutorial. So, actually I'm going to begin with doing my hair because I'm obsessed with these products and I think I should share them with you. They've been doing wonders for my hair. I use Kenra products when I can, so I just bought the Pearl Detangler, which is actually really good for hair like mine. As you can see, it has, it's really frizzy, and so this kind of calms down the frizziness of it, and it smells amazing. It's a lightweight conditioning milk. If you hear kids, they're literally playing outside in the street screaming. So what we're gonna do is spray only a little bit, because if you spray a lot of this, it actually turns my hair greasy. So what I do is I literally spray like a few sprays on each side and on the back, and then I'm done. And I have another product that I'm going to show you guys, but this is how much I usually spray. And I shake it up first. Like 3 on this side. 3 on that side. And then 1, 2 on the back. So, and then I'm going to be blow drying my hair, and I'm going to be showing you the blow dryer that I use. So I use the Kenra Platinum Blow Dry Spray, and it smells amazing too. I only use a little bit of it because, once again, it does make my hair greasy if I use too much of it. But it really calms down the frizziness of my hair, and when I blow dry it, it looks way shinier and smoother when I use this. So, I'm just going to show you. And it's very fine, like it comes out like... Well, that wasn't fine, but, it smells really good, and it's like, the mist of it is fine, not the sprayer, is what I meant. So anyway, here, let's see. I use, like, a little bit more of this, because I'm really about to blow dry the heck out of my hair, and I want it to be protected from the heat. And then on this side, there we go. Okay. And then the brush that I use is literally just a Conair really old brush. So when I brush my hair, I start out at the bottom and then I work my way up because I don't want to pull out the hair from the top of my hair. So I usually just start at the very bottom and then work my way up. Someone's pulling up. Who the hell is this? And then I usually do my bangs too. Who is that? There's literally a car just sitting outside my driveway watching me. And then do the back. The back is pretty much the same way, but I don't do it from the bottom because I can't really see it from the bottom because it's behind my head, so I normally just brush it out like that. And then once I'm finished brushing out my hair, I normally take the brush and just brush my hair backwards in the middle so that I can find my part, and then I push it forward, and it normally lands like that. It parts by itself because I have cowlicks, which is like 1 in here, 1 here, and 2 on my back. But that's how I brush my hair. And then I'm gonna put on some moisturizer really quick. I'm gonna use the Rhode Glazing Milk, and I'm gonna pull my hair back for a second for this. If you hear like rattling noises, that's the trash can bag that's on my trash can. I have my window open, so it's really loud when the wind blows it, but... Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to my face. Now, do I think that there's better glazing products out there that aren't Rhode, that aren't $29? Yes, I do. And do I use the Rhode because it's what I have? Yes. But there's plenty of other products you can buy without having to support this brand. I don't necessarily think it's a great brand. I bought it when it was very popular and going viral, and it kind of breaks me out time to time. So I would probably recommend buying a different glazing fluid from a different brand, like maybe The Ordinary or Truly. Truly has really good products for glowy skin. It's a good product. It breaks me out occasionally, but it's the only one I have that does the same thing that I'm looking for, so I use it. And also, her brand has kind of gone into a downfall because her products have been grainy on her lip peptides, and I just wouldn't recommend buying from the brand because I don't think that they're doing enough to fix customers' products that are ruined because of their formula. So I would probably buy a different brand. Anyway, okay, so, and then I go in with this Revlon hair brush kind of blow dryer. So you twist it and then it turns on. I put it all the way on high, and it's only hot air, doesn't do cool or anything like that. Wait, yes it does, but it's only on the low setting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair, and then I'm gonna fast forward this part. Probably gonna put like a fast speed filter on it because it's kind of boring, but I wanted to show you how I do it. So I separate my hair into two sections and normally pull this into the ponytails to focus on this side, and then okay, so the under part of my hair is still wet, but you get the idea. That's how I blow dry my hair, and normally I take it and I take the bottom and I wrap it and I go like this. That's to get the under parts of my hair. And then I'm just gonna do the other side and be right back. Okay, now that I've somewhat blow dried my hair, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I do my base. So let's pull my hair back with this headband, and I'm going to just get my beauty blender wet, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my beauty blender wet. This is how big it gets when it gets wet. I'm gonna be using the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, and I use the shade Oslo, and it looks like this, Light Reflecting Foundation. I use Oslo. When you put it on, you have to shake it up, so normally I just shake it up, and then I take some on my beauty blender, a few pumps, because a few pumps goes a long way, and then I just start blending it in. Midnight! And it immediately covers up all my acne, which is what I love about it, even though it still provides the dewiness that you want to make it look like real skin. It's not too thick. It's a very natural, long-wearing foundation. I love the shade because it matches my real skin perfectly. I don't even have to blend it down my neck because it doesn't like make a stark line because it's literally my perfect shade. So I love this foundation. And then I usually just take the excess on my forehead because my forehead doesn't have many breakouts. Like, I usually use like one pump and just like do that on my forehead because my forehead is the clearest part of my face, so it doesn't really need that much product on it. I do my eyelids. And I do the sides of my nose and my under eyes, even though it really doesn't do anything for my under eyes because they're so dark. But this is how I do my foundation. And that is my foundation. So that's usually the only amount of foundation that I use. I don't use many more because I go in with Tarte concealer, ultra creamy, and I use it on the spots that I'm really breaking out at on my chin. But right now I'm not going to use my concealer. What I've been doing recently is I go in with my cream bronzer and blush first, and then I take my concealer and like clean up. So what I'm gonna do, where's my, here it is, don't want to get that on me. Okay, so what I use is my NARS. I love NARS. NARS is a great brand. NARS Laguna 02 Original Cream Bronzer. And it looks like this. It looks pretty dark, but it actually blends out to be like a perfect shade of bronze for me. It's not too dark and it's not too yellow or orange, so it kind of gives like just a sun-kissed, like as if I was actually tan look to my face. So I kind of just use a little bit and then I blend it out. And I only do it on these few areas. Like, I don't do it on my jawline. I don't do it anywhere except my cheekbones and my forehead and my nose. And that's literally it. And you can see like how easy it blends out. It's like one of my favorite cream bronzer products. A dupe for this one would be like the e.l.f. I have one, let me show you. The e.l.f. putty bronzer, and it gives the exact same kind of shade. It's just like $6 instead of $30. So if you're balling on a budget, get the e.l.f. one, honey. It's still the same thing and it's good. And it lasts the same exact amount of time, so. Oh, and the e.l.f. shade, I didn't say what shade it was if you want to get the same kind of shade as me. Honey Drip, that's the shade that I use. Okay, and I just blend it all over my forehead. I know some people like to only go like right here and not take it all across the forehead, but I like to take it across my entire forehead and kind of leave the center blank because I feel like it gives more definition to my face than when I leave it not done in the middle. It kind of looks weird on me. I don't know, it's because my face shape, I guess, but I usually do it all the way across. And then I do it in the hollows of my cheekbones, and then what I do for my nose is I kind of squish it to get it smaller. I dip specifically on the very tip of the sponge, and I go across and make a line on my nose because I literally hate the way my nose looks, and I want it to be looking smaller, like a shadow, like kind of an upturned nose. So I kind of give that effect by putting the most of the bronzer on my nose across right here on the bridge, and it kind of makes it look like this part is shadow because it's smaller. So that's what I do, and then I take it on the sides of my nose as well. Normally I start getting creasing, as you can see from my foundation, under my eyes and on my forehead, on my eyelids. So I take the excess of my bronzer and just kind of blend out the creases, and then I take more if I feel like I need more of a shadow there. And I'm gonna show you guys what I do with my brow pencil to even reinforce the shadow on my nose. When we're done powdering, I'll show you guys how I do that. But next product we're gonna use is the Rare Beauty liquid blush. It's not the cream blush. Their cream blush, where is it? Looks like this, and it's called the Melting Blush. And I don't like this one as much. It's kind of, it's a beautiful shade. It's called Nearly Neutral. It just doesn't last that well on me. Normally I can use a powder blush and it'll last even longer than that melting blush. So I think they just need to change the formula. But for the other blush that I use on an everyday basis, I use this one. It's called Encourage. And I use it every single day, and it's by Rare Beauty. It's their liquid blush, not their melting blush. And I take the excess and I rub it off of it because it's too much that comes out on it on the applicator. So I take this 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I take one on my nose. And normally I go with like 2 layers of this because I like to look really blushy. Like I'm like sun-kissed from getting sunburned. So I take like 2 layers of it, but it really depends on the day and how much blush I want to use that day. But I just blend it out with my sponge, and I do the same thing. I usually kind of bring it in the blush right here so that it looks like my face has been sunburned. And I take it right above my bronzer and kind of just go like that. But do you see how it kind of looks like it's there, but it's not really like, it's not impactful? So I kind of go in with a second layer and do the exact same thing. I only use a little bit on my nose, and I do 2 more dots. That's way too much on that side. Okay. And then you're gonna see how intense it gets after this. Like, it gets darker. So it gets really dark, and that's how I like it to look, because I like it to be darker than it comes out the first time. Because what I do then, after I blend this out, is I take my Tarte concealer, the Ultra Creamy Concealer in the shade 12N Fair Neutral, and I put this blush away. And it can be any Tarte concealer. The Shape Tape is really good, which is what I'm using here. It's just a different formula of the Shape Tape. The Shape Tape Original, not the Ultra Creamy, is like more matte, and I don't like that. I like it to be kind of more shiny. So I kind of take it just exactly like this, and I put one on the outer part and one on the inner part, focusing mainly more product on the inner because that's where my dark circles are. And then that's how I do my concealer. I don't really use any other parts of my concealer anywhere else because this is a lighter shade of concealer. So if I were to take it on my pimples, it would literally just like emphasize them. So I take my sponge and I blend out my concealer, and it kind of gives like an airbrush effect under the eyes and blends together. Where I just put a lot of that blush, it kind of gives like a blended, more blended effect when you do the concealer after your blush. And I take the excess of whatever I just used and put it on my breakouts, just as an extra layer. So that's what I do. I don't directly put it on there because, or else it would look crazy and it would look like I'm emphasizing the things that I want to hide. So that's how I do my concealer. And if I'm feeling really fancy like I just did, I will take a little bit of the concealer excess and put it on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose. It's kind of like a cream highlighter base to draw emphasis to the line that I did. Okay. Next product that I use is Fenty Beauty Lavender Loose Powder 01. It literally smells like cake. I take the cap and I put it down and I take out the sifter. And I literally just like put some in the cap. The powder sponge that I use is not by Beauty Blender. It's not by Real Techniques. It's literally an off-brand of like dollar store ones that I bought that came in like a 6-pack. It's actually really good. But before I powder, I go back in with my sponge and blend out any creases that happen from my eyelids resting without powdering them. And then I just take my fingers underneath the little puff and I go just like that. And I use it to blend out my under eye. And you can see instantly how that airbrushed my face and kind of gave it like a matte but like smooth filter effect. I love this powder. It's literally insane. The way it makes your skin look, it's crazy. Like, what technology did she put in this powder? Rihanna, I just want to talk. Then I go ahead and take it on all the areas that I get the most shiniest. So that would be my forehead, the sides of my nose, my mouth, and my lips. My mouth, my upper lip, my chin, and my nose. So on my nose, I don't put a lot because I know that it's gonna blend out to be translucent. So what I do is I literally just take the excess of whatever else I have on my powder puff and I go over my nose with it, because if I put a gob of powder on it, it'll literally take away the shading we just did. So I like to just use the excess on my nose, and then I go under my bronzer and blush. I need more. I go under my bronzer and blush and go on the sides of my face like that. And then whatever I have left, I just take it where I put my cream products. But I only take a little bit because I don't want it to blank out the shading we just accomplished with the cream products. So I just kind of tap over it like I did with my nose. I don't want it to take away the shading. And I take it over my eyebrows too. Okay, so that is the, ooh, almost went everywhere. That is the powder. Oops. This powder goes everywhere, guys. It's crazy. Okay. So that is the powder I use. To be honest, I really shouldn't even do this next step, but I do anyways because I'm a crazy person. I take a big fluffy bronzer blush brush, and I use the same brush for both my bronzer and blush because I'm stupid, but I do it that way. I use my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. That's literally what it's called, milk chocolate, because it's the lightest shade. And I dip in like a few times, tap off the excess, and then kind of sculpt out where we put the bronzer, the cream bronzer, and then we just kind of go over it to kind of reinforce the color. And kind of put it all over the forehead. and blend out the sides of the face so they don't look so dark white compared to the bronzer. On the nose, tap it on the nose. And over the eyelids, and then just kind of blend everywhere. Okay. And then I take the NARS Shocker, another NARS product, NARS Orgasm Blush. I don't know why they call it that. Just okay. And then we take the same brush and just kind of go over where we put the blush above the bronzer. And I take a lot on my nose. I take a lot because I want it to be pink, like the I'm cold look. That's what I'm going for. Okay, and then we just kind of reinforce the colors we just put on. It's just such a pretty blush. Okay, this point in my routine, I normally go in with a makeup wipe and wipe off the foundation off my lips because it bothers me to have it on there. So let me just do that. And then I save that in case I need to wipe it off again. I'm gonna put my beauty blender back in its holder, put this bronzer away. Okay, and then for my highlight, I don't take a girl. Okay, I don't take a brush for my highlight because it's actually a cream highlight in this quad from ColourPop. The quad is called Just a Flush Cheek Palette, and the highlighter shade is called So Healthy Highlighter, and it's the lightest shade of all the quads that they came out with. This is bronzer, blush, and this is highlight. So normally I take my middle finger and I rub it in there a little bit because a little bit goes a long way, as you can see. And then I take it and I kind of rub it on with my finger, because if I use a brush it kind of looks patchy, so I kind of go just like that on the tops of my cheekbones, and then I go right here underneath the brow and kind of connect the two. And then it kind of gives like a really pretty shiny highlight. And it is a putty highlight that's in here. I want to emphasize that. You can literally see that I'm pressing it and it's staying in the same shade. So, that's what I use for my highlight. And then I kind of go, kind of emphasize it and put it everywhere I want my face to be shiny. Okay, and then I take a little bit on my nose. And I take some on the bridge of my nose as well. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm kind of just patting it. And then lastly, I take some on my Cupid's bow. That's how I do it. And I don't know why I use my middle finger for this. I literally just do. I find that that finger has the most control over any other fingers I could use. I could use this one, but it doesn't, like, it's not as easy to use. I don't know, it's weird. And then I go back in with my wipe and wipe the highlighter off my top lip. And that's kind of how I do my base. Next, though, I brush out my eyebrows with the NYX Tiny Slim Brow Pencil. NYX has a lot of brow products, but my favorite by them is this, what is it called? Micro Brow Pencil. And I use the shade Taupe. Focus. But before I do that, I want to show you guys what I do to enforce the line on my nose. So I use my brow pencil to do this, and I kind of just draw like a line and shade on my nose like that. And then I draw some right here and right here. And then I draw exactly where I want the shadow to be reinforced. Okay, just like that. And then I take my finger and I kind of blend it out. Like blend it and pat it to make it look like a real shadow. That's just exactly what I do. And I go on the tip. Kind of blend that out as well. And you can see the difference that makes. I'm just gonna add some more. Don't fall. But yeah, that's how I do my nose contour. That is exactly how I do it. And it kind of gives like a shadow effect without being too bold. So that's what I do for my nose contour. Now I use the same exact product for my eyebrows, and for my eyebrows I literally just fill the tail in. Really lightly fill in my eyebrows. You can't even see. Hold on. I just kind of fill in the sparse areas in my eyebrows on the end. If I fill in the front, it makes me look angry. So we don't do that anymore. We literally fill in the ends, and that's it. And that's what I do for my eyebrows. And you can see this kind of came off, so I'm going to reinforce that right there. Kind of go back in on this side as well. And that's what I do. Pull this down. And that's what I do for my eyebrows. Now we're at the point in the routine where it takes forever because I do my eyelashes. Now, when I do my eyelashes, they kind of take forever. Not gonna lie, they take a long time. But where's my... Hold on. Okay, I found it. So, I use this NYX Professional Makeup. Why am I saying that? I use this NYX, it's a drugstore brand. It's a drugstore brand, it's called NYX. It's the same exact brand that does my eyebrows I need to sharpen it really quick. So I use the shade Natural. And it's a lip pencil. Why is it not focusing? Hold on. Natural. It's a beautiful shade for a lip liner. I literally use it as lipstick. I don't just use it as lip liner. I put it all over my lips because I love the shade. And I kind of overline a little bit. Let me show you guys how I do my lips. Oh, hold on. So to start, I kind of start from the beginning of my lip, the Cupid's bow, which is the pointed area right here. I take it and I overline it. And then I go down. And my Cupid's bow is naturally pointed, so I like to keep it as pointy as possible. Like that. And for the lower part, I just line it the exact way it is. And that's how I do my lips. Now I usually don't put a gloss on, but since I'm making a video and I kind of, ooh, look at the sunset, girl. That's beautiful. I hope you guys can see that. I'm gonna be using the Fenty Beauty gloss in the shade Sweet Mouth, and it's a beautiful shimmery baby pink, and I'm gonna be putting it on my lips. Okay. Pro tip for you, if you have a gloss on and you want to make sure it doesn't get on your teeth, what I do is I take my finger and I just put it in my mouth and I close my lips around it, and it takes the inner rim of your lipstick off and puts it on your finger so you can wipe it off so that it doesn't get on your teeth. And then you're done. For my eyelashes, what I'm going to do first this time is actually go in with. So what I've been doing is doing my eyelashes first, but then I realized that that's kind of stupid because I'm going to be using white eyeliner and that's kind of ruining it. So what I'm going to be doing is using my NYX, once again, NYX, I love NYX. NYX Milk, the shade Milk Jumbo Eye Pencil. And it's not the shimmery one. There's a shimmery one, but I use the white one, the matte white. It's no shimmer. And what I'm going to be doing, going in and putting it on my waterline. And I like putting quite a lot. I like doing a lot of this. And then other side. That is what I do for my white eyeliner. Now, the next step is crucial. Use the best mascara you own, the most lengthening mascara you own, and make sure that your eyelash curler is wiped off. If it's not wiped off and there's mascara particles on it, that's literally just dried glue. If there's mascara particles on it, then you can literally rip your eyelashes out. So I would literally advise you to probably wipe it off if there's mascara on it. So just do as I say. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. Give them a lot of pumps. Just like that. Okay, you want them to be standing up like that. And then wipe off your eyelash curler. Get some Q-tips out so that in case you get it on your eye, you can take a dry Q-tip and wipe it off. Okay. Oh, and my mascara that I use that I swear by is Sky High by Maybelline. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Sky High. And I use the shade Cosmic Black, and that's my favorite so far, but the original pink tube is really good too, which I have as well to show you guys what it looks like. I just haven't used these yet because I'm still using my Cosmic Black. Okay. And then I'm going to apply my mascara. Okay, hold on. Just takes forever to do this, to make them look good. And then that's one coat. I like to coat them quite a bit to make sure that the white eyeliner we used makes my eyelashes pop because they're so dark next to the white eyeliner, which is partly why I do it, but also to make my eyes look bigger by using that white eyeliner. And then I'm gonna do this side. And really coat them and make them look thick. Next, we're gonna use a Q-tip, a dry Q-tip, to clean up the mistakes and just to wipe off any mascara that we got on our eyes. It's important that it's a dry Q-tip because dry Q-tips are easier to wipe off the mascara with, and it gets it off immediately because the mascara is wet and the Q-tip is dry, so it literally takes it right off. That is my pro tip to you guys. We're gonna be doing mascara on the bottom eyelashes. Now, bottom mascara is really a personal preference for everyone. I have really, really long lower lashes, so I don't go a day without doing it. But some people only like top mascara, but I love doing bottom mascara because my eyelashes are very long down there. So let me see if I can pull you guys closer. So what I do is I take it and I wiggle the wand. You see how some of the white got on the eyelashes? I'm trying to coat it with black so that it doesn't look weird. So that there's no white on the tops of my lower lashes. That it's literally just the eyeliner on my waterline and then black lashes, which kind of is time consuming, but it's worth finishing it. Okay, so you can see how crazy that looks. Yeah. I'm just gonna take that, get that off. And I'm just gonna wipe off the mascara that went under my eye. And I'm gonna go back in and kind of fix them to exactly where I want them to be. That is one eye done. But what I do after I finish this eye is I'm gonna curl my upper lashes and they're gonna stick straight up and be really pretty. I do not leave my upper lashes alone like this. Like, I literally curl them about 4 to 6 times. So curl them. Oops. You see how that instantly makes your eyelashes look great? I just can't get over it. Okay, and then next eye. Just keep curling them. Okay guys, so this is the completed eyeshadow. This is the completed makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys found some tips or tricks that you can use in your everyday makeup routine. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and have a great day or night wherever you are.